Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about a book called The Four Agreements, a practical guide to personal freedom. This book offers a set of 4 guiding principles for living a more authentic and fulfilling life. This video will give the key points of the 4 agreements in just a few minutes. The 4 agreements are: Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Number 4, always do your best. Let's look a bit more at the first 2 agreements first. Be impeccable with your word. This means we should always speak with integrity and honesty, and avoid using our words to hurt and deceive others. This goes in tandem with number 2, don't take anything personally. We're to recognize that other people's behavior and words are often a reflection of their own thoughts and beliefs. Even if their words are aimed at you, what reason do you have to feel that they can find a fatal flaw in your being that you don't? You don't need to take other people's criticism or advice if you don't feel that it is warranted. Potentially the things that other people can say can have some seed of truth, but you should take a pause, examine how much the statement is made up of their bias and how much of your interpretation of it is your own bias. Then, once you've identified these biases and removed them, you can examine the statement without additional and unnecessary conflict and drama. Everyone you meet has traveled their own path to get to where you both are now. Their upbringing from the moment of their birth and all of their life experiences have led them to their convictions, their beliefs, and their preferences. If you do not align with them, it is a good way to kickstart a constructive discussion about the origins of their or your thinking. If you have read and internalized the teachings of books like this one, or How to Win Friends and Influence People, you know that you should always try to be positive and frame your words with a view of creating a positive and comfortable environment for yourself and others. Consider that you should try to be the positive influence on other people's lives whenever possible. Being the bigger person is extremely easy. The other 2 agreements, number 3, don't make assumptions, and number 4, always do your best. These ones also relate to your interactions with other people, but the key point of not making assumptions is that you should not assume what other people are thinking or feeling, and you should always try to be open and honest with other people and explain your lack of understanding. Being direct, being open, and asking questions, asking people to clarify themselves and elaborate on their thoughts is something that people don't often do, but is very important in order to avoid conflict and a misunderstanding. The 4th agreement, always do your best. This is a very general agreement relating to every aspect of our lives. Just have to remember that in all circumstances we have no reason to do anything else but our best, and our best will not always be the same. One day you may feel more motivated and ready to do more tasks, whereas other days you may not, and that's okay. It's normal for everybody to be in this way. You just have to remember that tomorrow is another chance for you to do better. The book emphasizes letting go of limiting beliefs about ourselves and others. Our beliefs create our reality, and limiting beliefs, of course, limit our reality and limit what we are capable of doing. In order to help ourselves conform to the 4 agreements better, we should practice mindfulness, pay attention to the present moment, and always take a pause before reacting or making a decision. Communicate openly and honestly with other people. Ask them to explain what they are thinking. Never make assumptions, and recognize that your thoughts are limiting your behaviors. By adopting the 4 agreements, you can cultivate a more authentic and fulfilling life and experience greater happiness and contentment and better interpersonal relationships. Give it a try and see how it transforms your life.
MA